With us this morning is a biotechnologist and author of Harnessing the 9 Hallmarks of Aging, Greg McPherson.
Here to share how we can slow, even reverse the effects of time, we welcome the author of Harnessing the 9 Hallmarks of Aging, Greg McPherson.
So here with more, we welcome the author of Harnessing the 9 Hallmarks of Aging. Greg McPherson is with us today.
I wrote a book on this very subject. It's called Harnessing the 9 Hallmarks of Aging. Greg McPherson.
Joining us today is Greg McPherson, pharmacist and author of Harnessing the 9 Hallmarks of Aging.
Joining us now is Kiwi aging expert Greg McPherson.
Just because you may be older doesn't mean you have to feel that way. That's the concept behind a new book called Harnessing the 9 Hallmarks of Aging. And the author, Greg McPherson, a biotechnologist, is joining us with some tips that I think we'd all be interested to hear. Good morning to you. Thanks for being here.
You're welcome. It's nice to see you, Sylvia.
It's great to see you too. Okay, I want some answers here then. I want to know what exactly that's involved, because you talk about diet and exercise. I mean, that's nothing new, right? We've heard that all our lives. But what else should people be thinking about seriously? You mentioned some supplements. I don't know. What is the #1 thing you would want people to know?
Yeah, so the #1 thing is that we actually, I think DNA, which we all just thought from biology lessons at school, was just this special piece of information or special part of our cells which actually determine who we are and how we work, but it's actually really tightly related to how fast we're aging. So taking supplements that actually protect our DNA, there's something called dopamine, which is from Himalayan tartary buckwheat, of all things, but this is actually a compound. Dopamine is a compound that's been isolated recently and has been shown to protect your DNA and to support cellular function. Molecules like NAD, which sounds rather sciencey, but NAD is an enzyme that declines as we age, and we can top that up now, and we haven't been able to do that until recently. And then something called fisetin, which comes from strawberries. And fisetin helps reduce the number of old cells in our body as we age. And it does sound a wee bit sci-fi, so I've made it quite easy. I've got a website called srw.co, which is scienceresearchwellness.co, not .com. And that just makes it nice and easy for people to go in and have a look and understand what these things can do.